Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Ideal World. This is a very special moment in Ideal World history, a milestone, because for the first time ever, we are going to be bringing you craft on Ideal World. This is going to be destination craft, and it's something we are going to build together. And this is going to be such a special journey. I know how incredibly personal craft is to so many of you out there. You have missed craft on your TVs. We're going to bring it back to you, and we're going to bring you a person that you've missed as well. Let me introduce you to the wonderfully talented Toni Derrick. Hello.
Here she comes.
Oh, Toni. Oh, lovely to see you.
Great to be back together.
I can't. This is something I'm so excited about. Toni and I, we're really good friends, and we worked together for years and years and years. And you are so passionate about craft in general, and this is your life.
If you cut me in half, it would say craft.
Yeah.
Share the love of craft, guys.
Stands for me, by the way, if you are brand new to craft, if you're watching right now, so you're a regular viewer to Ideal World, and you're like, what's going on here? This is a brand new hobby. It is achievable, and this could be your first opportunity to explore your own creativity. There's no bigger rip-off than going to a shop and buying a card £3, £4, £5, £6, when you could be making it yourself, personalize it, and have the enjoyment in exploring your own creativity. If you're a new viewer to Ideal World, and I know that you're bringing your legion of fans out there,
hopefully,
I want to say a big hello to all of the Stamps by Me fans out there and crafters. I might have seen you in my previous outing at a different channel.
Previous life.
Yeah, previous life. If that's the case, message in 07. So it works a bit different here in Ideal World. You don't send us emails. It's a text number. So if you have got text part of your free bundle, you know, your mobile phone, send us a text at 07860 022222. That number's going to appear at the bottom of the screen, so don't worry about remembering that. What have we got today? Because it's brand new to launch, and it's going to be exclusive to Ideal World.
Yeah, so for those of you that maybe don't know me, or you are an Ideal World shopper and you're thinking, oh, this is very interesting. My name is obviously Toni Derrick, and we are Stamps by Me, the How to Craft Network, and we've been going for about 15 years, and we are a wonderful family company that just appreciate craft and share the love of craft. So we're here brand new today with brand new products to hopefully, all of my lovely following already are going to get some newness as well, but we're hoping that we're going to sort of like grow the craft again on a TV platform with people who understand craft.
All right, now this is really important because it's something that we want to do together, genuinely.
Yes.
So we're going to create destination TV for crafts. So what we're going to do is have select hours, as opposed to sort of a craft channel running for 24 hours, different craft shows. We're going to give you specific hours where we are going to bring you exclusive products, and you really get to immerse yourself. So what we can do is we can look forward to getting some new bargains from you, some new great products, and then the time to enjoy them, explore them, and then the following week you can bring us something else, as opposed to show after show after show after show.
Yeah, so we want it to be sort of like product focused. We have spoke about this, me and Yanis, this has been in the planning for over 5 months, and we wanted the shows to be inspirational so you can enjoy the demos. We will show you products, we have to sell products of course, but it's going to be more demo based, where you get to see the product in depth. We'll give you out of packet experiences, show you some demos, and just take every minute by every minute and just enjoy the process. And the interaction that you get here is awesome. The capability to be able to text and email, it's just awesome, isn't it? I feel like that actually people are in my living room. It's cool.
Well, that's what it should be.
That's how it
Community.
was.
Well,
and we're going to create it.
We want to bring back, I think there's a lot of people who miss that interaction, miss crafting, miss the community. We're going to grow this together. This is the first step. There are going to be teething problems. What we do want to do, just to give you an idea of vision, so in time we're going to build a special dedicated craft section on our website, so you can get your core essentials, and we're going to put products on there. That is to come. As for now though, we're going to launch a brand new exclusive bundle for you. So what are we looking at, Toni?
So the brand new bundle today is like a follow-on of our best-selling products. So today I'm going to give you an out-of-the-packet experience, because I feel like to see the product straight through from A to Z is the way to go. So with this particular brand new line, now the very fact that we've got 2 hours is just awesome, right? I'm very grateful for that. It means I don't have to we can take our time. So the first bundle is basically a stamp and stencil system and a coordinating paper pack, which means you can create beautiful cards that look like this. Now, better than shop bought. We always say this, don't we? Handmade is great.
This is why we love making our own cards, and this is achievable. But imagine gifting something like this to a friend or family member, or something like this, and we are able to go through and personalize to that specific person, but it is an opportunity to explore your own creativity. So if you haven't crafted, if you haven't explored artwork since you were at school, having that sort of mindfulness to start exploring your own creativity at home, and this is the start of a very special journey that, trust me, you will be addicted to, but in the best possible way. The designs here, that wolf, Gerald, are we able to get a bit closer? Because this wolf, the detail of the wolf is exceptional. Have a look at this. And I kind of feel wolves are very emotive, they're like spiritual animals, or spirit animals, I should say. Look at the detail in the fur, the penetrating eyes. That is stunning.
It is, and you'll see throughout all of the samples, because I've put a big pile for you there, Yanis, because I feel like you will want to showcase, because Yanis loves to show samples. But you'll see throughout all of them, I have a design team who make the finished samples for you all, so you can all appreciate the designs, but they're all very different. So the paper pack lends itself beautifully to itself.
Beautiful
if you just
papers.
want to put the papers with a vellum overlay on,
that.
you can totally do that. But if you want to be creative and bring back those inks and your stencils and your brushes and embossing powders. Now, I promise you, if you are not a crafter, you are going to see the show today and be blown away by how simple it is to create your own unique handmade cards and not have to worry about going to stores and having the same card as somebody else that can be picked up in store. You can make your own unique pieces.
Achievable. I'm going to pop these down. I just want to take care of some housekeeping. We're going to bring the price on screens in just one moment. We are going to be giving you free postage and packaging.
Wow.
So we are going to deliver this to your door for free. We're also going to give you the ability to spread the cost with flexi payment. If you are a new viewer to Ideal World, I do want to stress our flexi payment do not charge. There are no charges here
it's a
for your
celebration.
flexi. We're also going to be giving you a free gift with purchase. If you are brand new, if you're one of Tony's many fans who are tuning in to watch this exclusive deal, if you go to idealworld.tv, please register, free to register at Ideal World. What will happen as a new customer, if you're a new customer, you will get either 10% off your first order, or you can delay it and get £5 credit. So either way, you get that choice, either 10% off your first order or a £5 credit. You decide, but it's win-win-win. Free gift, free P&P, and you get that special new customer deal if you are a new customer.
That is
so
cool.
Just going to put, very cool. Let me put the price onto your screens.
Very cool. I am very excited.
I can't wait to see this price. When you see what you're getting, and we will do that out of package experience for you as well. Okay, let's have a little look. $39.99 plus £10 your first flexi payment. What are we getting?
So cool. And this is a free gift, Janice. So you're going to get a embossing folder worth £10. It doesn't matter how much you spend with Stamps by Me. One purchase is enough. We'll pop this in your parcel and you will get this home. So
we're getting an exclusive deal from you. $39.99. When we break this down, the fact that we are getting stamps, we're getting dies, we're getting all of these elements in here, that price is exceptional. Yeah, so the paper pad on its own is available on the website, but it's £20. Why would you spend £20 on paper pad when you can have the whole collection for an extra 20? Yeah, all right, already busy. Already busy. I thought so. Let's go through. Let's go through. Yeah. So the whole collection looks like this, guys. So you get the lovely stamp and stencil. I'll take it out of the packet as well. But you also get the amazing paper collection. Now the paper collection is a 75 sheet bumper paper pack, okay? 25 designs. Let's show you. This, having the time to be able to showcase this, guys, is wonderful. Let me just get you a card there, Yanis, just to pop behind so you can see the details. So you get the wolf, which is quite a large size. You get your 3 or 4 trees, and then you get a lovely collection of sentiments. But what you also get in this particular sort of style is the amazing stencil and mask system. So what that's going to enable you to do is create 3D sort of halos around the wolf, the inner, the outer. You probably don't understand if you're not a crafter, but you must stay tuned for the demos, because it's the demos that are going to inspire you. So you get that in this collection. And don't forget, we always have our QR codes. So the QR codes are going to show you all the inspirational content, step-by-step how-to guides. And then you get your 75 sheet bumper paper pack. We are the best at papers, saturated with pigment, and you get a whole bunch of different designs that are going to be able to fussy cut if you want to, matte and layer. Look at these
beautiful designs.
The artwork is stunning here.
If you just want to layer them onto a card, you can do that. There is 25 different designs.
We are busy. Remember, please go to idealworld.tv if you're a new customer, and I'm only saying this because I know we've got a lot of new customers. Joanne, Diane, lots more of you coming in. Go to idealworld.tv, become a new customer. Then you have the option of either 10% off your first purchase, or you can get a £5 credit on your next purchase. You've got free delivery on this. You're also going to be getting a free embossing folder worth £10. We are absolutely flying. This is a web exclusive. You cannot buy this bundle anywhere else. Only here, not even on your website, Toni.
I know, I'm starting to shake a little bit. It's
Karen, Sally, Alison, Christine, Diane. I think I'm seeing a lot of old friends here, so it's just lovely to see you. And also new viewers joining us. So if you're brand new to crafting, this could be the start of your journey. You get a £10 embossing folder as a free gift. So that is Toni's gift to you, just to celebrate the launch of craft here on Ideal World. You're also going to get the most beautiful stamped collection. You're getting the coordinating stencil and mask, and you're getting a paper pad of this kind of quality. And look at the amount of people coming in. We're going to get to the inspirations. I think, should we do a demo?
Should we do a quick demo just to showcase how it actually comes together quite quickly?
Busy, really busy.
So what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm just going to show you the system as it appears in the packet. So I've got one of the pieces of the patterned paper and I've just trimmed it down.
Love the designs.
I know.
Here.
Great for guys' cards, great for those wintry months as well. But we, as card makers, we always struggle with the guys' cards. So this is going to be absolutely brilliant for that. So you can see on here we have the wolf and we have the stencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my Eureka, she says.
Let you know that we do have some core essentials as well. I will show you some details. So if you want the Eureka and other items, we'll flash the details up on your screens. If in time, what we're going to do is have a special craft section, a craft corner on our website. But as for now, you can find them on our recently aired items too. I will show that to you. So many, and it's so lovely to see how many of you are supporting Toni. Remember, we're doing this together. This is going to be a community effort. We're going to listen to your feedback. You tell us what you want to hear and what you want to see, and it's something we're building together.
We're so excited about it. We were chatting last night, weren't we? So basically, the stamps come on a carrier sheet, a clear, transparent carrier sheet, and it's printed on here. So you stick it back on the sheet when you're done. So it's not like a one and done where you use it and bin it. With craft, it's longevity in your craft. Okay, so let's just show you the system. So I just pop this wolf straight into the centre of this sort of like watercolour card here.
The detail on the stamp is breathtaking. I feel wolves are just one of those animals that they do have, like we talk about, like spiritual animals, and here the sort of imagery, it has a heart and soul to it. You see it in the eyes.
It absolutely does. And we've done a bear in this style as well. And the next one, I'll give you a sneak peek. The next one's going to be an owl. And we'll bring it here again exclusive. Lovely. How cool is that? So, yeah, we are super excited about craft. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. Is that better?
Yeah.
Can we see? There we go. So let's stamp this one out here. So when you stamp it out, you're like, oh, it's a little bit lost with all of that detail in the back. I'm going to show you how to bring the design back. Super, super cool. So
well done, Maureen.
Look
Kate,
how
Karen.
moody he looks in those woods, but I'm just going to make him a little bit darker.
Yeah. And in time, we will be bringing your fantastic inks and all those core essentials that you would expect.
The only place you can get my product in the UK is me and Ideal World.
Amazing.
It's just awesome, isn't it?
It's going to be...
I am such a giddy kipper.
A partnership made in heaven. I love it.
I know, with the two best people as well.
So
now it's popping off the page.
That has transformed. And just a simple thing, and this is why I say it's so achievable. A good quality, detailed stamp on top of beautifully designed papers, and look what we've achieved.
Easy,
so that we could put in a frame, you've got a bit of artwork.
You can colour it with your pens, your pencils, your watercolours, your alcohol markers and things like that. But what's cool about this particular technique is you have like an outline stencil and a mask as well. So you can just maybe colour the inside with a brown now to make him pop, or you could pop the mask over and create a halo so it looks like the head is coming from the woods if you wanted to. So let's do a little bit of both. So you can just hold it with your hand if you want to. If you've got a magnet in your Eureka, can hold it in place. I just like to hold it with my hand. And then let's create a nice little white halo.
We've got lots of text messages in, so I'll start to read some of these out. I'll just wait for them to appear on my screen.
I did a little Facebook, Yanis, before to get everybody like ready for it. I'm like, come on, guys, message in.
Linda, Stuart, Kate, Karen, lots more of you joining us this morning. I'm just waiting, Charlie, we'll just wait for the text messages aren't refreshing on my screen at the moment. So I promise I will read out all your messages, our just system's a bit delayed.
Right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white ink pad and I'm just going to do a nice halo around this, whoopsie-daisy, this wolf, and show you how we can make it pop from this paper. Okay. So I'm just pop it around. I have a white and I've got a brush here and I'm just going to go around. So the halo is going to appear around. It's not going to go near any of our detail. Looks like I had a bit of pink on this.
Well, that's all right, I quite like it. Our lovely message from Alison saying, great to see you on TV again. Tony, good luck to you both with the show. Can't wait. Lovely message from Alison. Hi to both of you. So lovely to see you together again on TV. Good luck. Another one saying, Mary, there was no name on that one. Mary saying, wow, delighted Ideal World have done this. Great idea and brilliant to see you both together. Missed this so much. Good luck. Do you know what? It's making me...
Is it making you emotional? You know, Yanis, I haven't been on TV since last time, so I've just been focusing on my own studio and inspiring customers at home, so it's the same for me as well. I'm feeling a little bit like, yeah, it feels like I am back. I never really went away, but UK TV is sort of like the heart and soul of craft because people love to see the demonstrations, don't they?
I've missed this, and it was a massive part of my life for like close to a decade, and being able, and just all the lovely messages and seeing the support. I just want to stress we're doing this together. What Toni is one of, and I know we're shopping TV, but genuinely, hand on heart, Toni is one of the most genuine people you will ever meet. And she wanted to do this. This isn't about making money. Obviously, I know you're a business and you have to make money, but for Toni, this was a personal thing. She wanted to be able to bring back what we all miss this. Yeah. Having that sense of community, having a destination, and having a channel that's genuinely going to look after you and value your experience, because I feel that went wrong.
We lost it. Didn't, not through our own doing, but it did get lost. The message.
But who got hurt in the end of it? Crafters, the company. So what we're doing, this is something we're going to do together, and I do mean that. We're going to listen to your feedback. You tell us what you want, and we're going to strive to do it. It is the first step in a long journey, but in time, this is going to grow. But it's so nice to have you crafters joining us and everyone purchasing right now. Remember, if you purchase, I've got to tell you, nearly a third of stock's already gone. We're only 16 minutes into the show. You will be receiving your free gift of purchase in the form of an embossing folder worth £10. You get free delivery if you're a brand new customer and you register on idealworld.tv. You either get 10% off your first order, or a £5 credit. And you are going to be getting the most beautiful, beautiful bundle here.
So you can see we've added that white halo around him there. So now he just looks like a moody, smoky effect on there. It's got a bit of pink in there because that's what I had on my brush. But if you wanted to colour some of the detail on the interior and make him brown or something like that, you could just grab a brown ink pad. You don't have to use my colours. You could use a colour of your choice. So let's now use the exterior of the stencil. Let's just move this out of the way. And then you just pop the exterior on so we don't sort of like mess with our halo. And this is where we can now be a little bit creative with colour.
This is where it's so achievable, because you're giving us the tools. If you think about this, the stamp has given us that beautiful artwork. The paper's given us a fantastic foundation. We jump straight at the fun bit, which is creating.
Yeah, and that's the best part about it, is pulling it all together and making, like, if I gave you the same tools right now, Yanis, you would create a totally different card to me. And that's why handmade card making is just simply the best, because, you know, you can put your own spin on it. No two crafters are the same. We all have our own unique styles, so why can't we all be creative in our own way, you know?
Oh, lovely to see crafting on Ideal World. It's where it's all started. More please. That's from Diane. Another one saying, hi Toni and Yanis, I'm a big fan of Stamps by Me, aren't we all? And truly amazed at what we're seeing so far. The wolf is one striking stamp, and I've purchased. Yanis, it's so good to see you here with Toni presenting on for the craft world. Thank you to Ideal World for bringing craft back to TV. Great to see you together again. That's from Sarah. This is what it's about, guys. I've missed you. I've genuinely missed you. I've missed Toni. I've missed this outlet, this creativity. This is not work. This is fun. And that's the whole point of crafting. Have a look at that. And how we've transformed that piece of paper.
So, I mean, the paper's just beautiful on its own, like the samples, Janet. If you just want to use paper, and you've got your die cuts and your card blanks, then you can just utilise the paper. But equally, if you are a little bit more advanced in your craft and you want to sort of like add your own spin, the tools are in the collection to help you and enable you to create better looking.
Gerald, can we get a shot of, I just want to show some finished samples that Toni was alluding to.
Yeah, because I feel like the design team do such a good job of showcasing all the different ways that you can utilise.
I missed your design team. So there, who's that one from? Sharon?
As soon as he's got embossed eyes.
Oh, look at that. So this gives you an idea of what we could be doing.
So you don't have to use the wolf as a full entity. You could use it as half if you wanted to. Tear some strips of paper and stamp on top of. This one's sort of really ethereal, very lightly stamped with the eyes covered in there as well with a white gel.
Just using the papers now. That is stunning.
That is.
Look at the quality of the paper and the
design.
design.
That even could be a Christmas card if you wanted it to be.
But this is all year round because what we're doing. Wait till you see the next one. Wait till you see that. That is stunning, and I love that using the silhouette of the wolf with the forestry inside. We only have 100 remaining. This is an exclusive to Ideal World. Look at that. Look at that. The design, the colour, the penetrate. That is breathtaking. From, let me give a little mention. That was Sharon again.
That is a shame.
Okay, I'm going to pop these down. Just to remind you, what you're seeing today is an Ideal World exclusive. You will not be able to purchase this on Toni's website or anywhere else. You can only purchase it on Ideal World. You get the incredible wolf stamp set. You get the most amazing papers. You get the stencil with the coordinating mask. You're going to receive a complimentary embossing folder as a free gift worth £10. We've given you free delivery as well, so free postage and packaging. It'll be delivered to your door for free. If you are a brand new customer, go to idealworld.tv, do it now, register. Either way, even if you're not buying from us right now, if you register, you can either get 10% off your first purchase as a new customer or £5 off your second purchase.
So here is the one that we were just doing there, mimicking with the stencil and the stamp. But here is one absolutely completed. I used a white ink pad and it had a touch pink there. But look, if you change it up with the green and you add a sentiment and matte and layer it onto a card, how awesome. I mean, little to no effort to create super duper cards. So
I've got to say, messages-wise, I do apologise that we can't keep up with all the messages. We're getting so many.
I'm getting in trouble already.
Thank you. And they're all lovely, lovely messages.
Thank you so much,
I really do appreciate it. And I don't want to found, do you know, I think we've set a record for the most messages to a show. And thank you so much. I have missed you guys. I've so missed Toni. I've missed all of this. But I just want to stress, what we're doing today, we're doing together. And this is the start of a journey.
Yes.
What we want to start doing is bring you destination craft television. And what we've missed, this is what it's that community. And we're going to do it. So we're going to give you specific hours here on Ideal World where we're going to throw ourselves, immerse ourselves in craft. We are going to be bringing you exclusive deals, exclusive products with the most sensational inspirations and, you know, top caliber guests as well. And this is where it all begins. And we're doing this together. And I'm excited, Toni.
I'm super. Well, the lady in my ear just saying to me, we've never had as many messages. We can't keep up. They're all really lovely, but we can't keep up. I'm like...
And so many of you supporting. What we're doing right now, everybody who's purchasing, thank you.
Yes,
You're supporting Getting Craft on Ideal World, because this is a proof of concept. Toni, we knew this would be a success.
Yes.
We're just showing to everybody else and the company just how incredible craft is. So everyone that is purchasing right now, what we are doing is building a future of craft here on Ideal World. So thank you, genuinely thank you. You're getting an amazing deal. Still the messages coming in. Sarah's saying, great to see you both together on TV. Stamps by Me products are the best.
Yes.
And Toni, you are the best.
Aww.
No, you really are. Toni and I, just to give you a little backstory how we met. So when Crate and Craft and Hochanda merged way back in the day, I went to do a show. So I was on Hochanda. I went to do a show in the Crate and Craft studios. And basically, I turned up and nobody showed me around. I didn't know where. I didn't even know there was a canteen on the top floor. So I looked like the new boy at school.
He did.
And Toni greeted me like, I felt like Harry Potter and you were Hermione. She kind of greeted me and she was like, oh, come in, took me under her wing, showed me around, and we've been best buds ever since. But you are so genuine.
I brought you another apple today. It's just unfortunate that it's still in the can.
Okay, so
let's do another technique.
Stick with this,
let's do another technique. So when we bring you sort of like concepts with our craft, we do it because we want you to utilise it in so many different ways, and we create it in a sense like, what can we get out of our money? How much bang can we get for our buck out of this sort of like concept? So I'm using the exterior stencil, which is his here. And what we're going to do is let's just add a halo, and I'm going to sort of like mimic the card that Yanis just showed there. So you don't have to use the stamps on all of the occasions, particularly the wolf. So hopefully this is going to go on here. Yeah. So I'm just going to create this silhouette.
Okay. Just while you're creating that silhouette, if I just show you this stamp set, I'm going to hold this up just to highlight what you are actually getting. I mean, for a stamp set of this nature, I mean, how much would just the stamp set
So our stamp sets are £19.
All right, that puts it into perspective. Stamp sets alone, you'd be paying £19 for. Look at the size of stamps, the quality of the wolf there, that beautiful woodland. So now we can have the trees by themselves. We can build up our own little forestry line. Each one of these has their own personality. We've got sentiments in there as well, befitting the tone and feel. So when you start putting all of these together, you imagine using the trees by themselves in conjunction with the wolf, the detailing, that alone is spectacular. But then we have the stencils coupled with the papers. You really have something special.
So awesome, right? My knees are knobbling underneath this table. I'm telling you, I look like a swan. I'm swimming on top. Right, so let's just add a touch of colour underneath here. So we've gone the grey and just add some teal to the bottom here. And then what's cool is we can then start to create some artistic cards as well. So
that's
you
dramatic.
can just stamp a sentiment in there.
Looks like it's been cut out. It's like a window. It gives you depth.
And then when you take your stamp set with them cool trees in, we can sort of like create a landscape of trees within the design. So let's take this tall tree here.
So now we're working off of partial stamping?
Yeah, partial stamping. So you don't have to use the full entities as they are. You can use them in portions. So just pop this back on here, as you can see. I'm just going to grab another piece of card so we don't stamp onto the bottom of a card here.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to line my trees up. Let's turn this around.
Thanks. Keep the messages coming in, guys. The next message on my screen, if we could make it a little bit larger for me, Charlie, that'd be great. Thank you.
He's getting old.
Look how small the print is.
It is. I can't see a thing. I'm just demoing. So I'm just going to hold that in place there as well. So you can see I've just popped that tree within that silhouette there. So there's so many different options you can do now. You can use a black ink pad, a grey ink pad, a white ink pad, whatever you want to do. We just go black for the purpose of this demo. So just get the black, and what we'll do is we'll put a lovely landscape into the shape of our wolf. So give it a good old push down.
It's kind of like a photorealism to the trees. They're beautifully designed. Brenda, Sharon, Catherine, Karen, well done. More of you coming in. I don't think the stock's going to last, everybody. This is a brand new exclusive, the worldwide launch of these stamp sets, and you cannot buy them anywhere else.
No. So I'm just going to pop the trees down. So we've got like rise and fall in our sort of forest effect. So I'm just going to ink up this one too.
Jack is saying, lovely to see Toni back on our screens. Sometimes in life you stumble upon someone who genuinely is a lovely, caring person, and Toni is one of those people. Good luck to you both on this fantastic venture. Lots of love. Jack, I couldn't...
Thanks so much, guys.
That really does sum you up. Genuinely, that sums you up. Another one here just saying, OMG, stamps by me, hurrah, and back on TV. Thank you, Ideal World, Toni and Yanis, so exciting. Bought the deal. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you, because as I say, everybody who's purchasing right now, what we are doing is we are building the future of craft here on Ideal World. This is something that we want to grow together. And I mean that together. It's about a sense of community. We're going to listen to feedback from viewers at home. We will be in time, in the not too distant future, giving you your own dedicated crafting section on our website.
Yeah, so there's lots of exciting things to look forward to. It's in the early stages right now, but it's actually been the journey so far has been fantastic. Yes, it feels like our first day at school and we're going to learn along the way, but you know, I feel like Destination Craft is going to be your go-to. You can get excited about it, you can save your money, it's going to be new all of the time. It won't always be me, I'm sure there'll be lots of other brands that want to come and stand here with Yanis and be creative. I'm not getting pushed out yet though.
No, you're not.
Not
you're
yet.
Be, like cornerstone.
But yeah, we do hope to have like a full destination day of craft. So when you remove this one, then what happens is you have your trees in your amazing silhouette.
We are going to build on this. Can I pick that up for a second?
Of course you can.
Just want to show Gerald, if we can just crash in on this. Now, what we have done is so achievable. I know crafters watching right now, you'll be, most of you, well versed with what Tony's just done. But for any new viewers, so we have the stencil, and then we have got this beautiful, beautiful tree design. So we can start building up those designs and creating our own forestry line. But look at the individuality of those trees, the detail that you are getting with that overarching theme in the wolf. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning.
And then if you wanted to leave it quite white, you can, but it looks like a piece of artwork, and what Stamps by Me do incredibly well is make you look better than you are as a crafter.
Yeah.
So the items will lend themselves to an artistic feel, so you can take it above and beyond your card making, you can make albums with the papers, and you can create artistic feels. So I'm just going to grab one of the sentiments. Here's to more adventures together.
Nice. Very apt.
How fitting.
How as if you planned.
So then if you just pop this under here, I don't think you're going to need much else on your, much else on your cards. So let's just pop this under here. So they're a transparent stamp, so you can see exactly where you're stamping. Yeah. So if you're brand new to craft, we will be loading ink and everything you need to start as a crafter. We do have the die cutting machines and things on already for you, but as the days go by, I'll get them loaded on for you also. Because once you start, there's no going back.
Please make sure to check out your baskets on the website. We are extremely busy. I want you to take advantage. Half the stock has gone, and at the moment, that's it, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, you've got it all.
Okay.
So
no more. It is an exclusive for Ideal World. You cannot get this bundle anywhere else. And just to remind you, if you're a brand new customer, if you sign up today on our website, idealworld.tv, you can either get 10% off your first purchase or £5 credit to use on your second purchase. We're giving you today free postage and packaging, so you don't have to sign up, you don't have to become a member to get that free delivery. It's any customer who purchases this special deal, you can only get it here, will get free delivery. We don't charge for flexi payments, so if you want to spread the cost, £10 today, free delivery, and we are giving you a gift as well in the form of an embossing folder worth £10. It's win, win, win. Will designs vary with the embossing folder?
No, it's exactly the same. So it's that circular frame, which you can stamp a sentiment into the centre, and you will. It's got the leaf detail on there. And if I get an opportunity, if I've got 2 hours, I'll run it through the embossing machine and show you all, because it's a beautiful one. And
do you imagine the wolf's head just in there, just a portion of the design? Stunning.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's finish this.
Right, so that's one that I did with just the sentiment, but there are some that you just picked up. There's a lot of different coloured ones when they look like just pieces of artwork where the stamp has not been used.
I'm just going to
show some more, just to say there's a lot.
I'm going to run through samples, and the design team always excel. So have a look here. There we go. I mean, I love that one from Sharon. Or here, just using our papers so we can fussy cut. So we've got the theme, that woodland theme. Whether you embrace that lone wolf looking so pensive and thoughtful, staring out at the horizon, whether you just want to use the tree line. So this was a technique that Toni was sharing with us. So a bit of a splatter, dappling of ink around this outside. That is so achievable. Use your sentiment, your tree line, your stencil, you are done. Or do you really want to embrace that? Look at that.
That is an impactful card.
That is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It's got that kind of Game of Thrones. I know Wolf was a prominent feature in Game of Thrones. Other shows are available. Or what about this squirrel? There we got our red squirrel looking.
So cute. But the papers lend themselves so incredibly well to themselves as well. So don't think you have to get your stamp set out to appreciate the design on the papers. And the papers are so good. They go through all of your embossing folders as normal. It doesn't have to be my embossing folders, any embossing folders.
What we're going to do, we're halfway through the show, so I'm just going to allow Toni a little breather, get a sip of drink. We're going to give you some time to buy. Please check out your baskets. Thank you so much for supporting us. We're going to be back with more inspirations in just a moment. Getting quite emotional. I'm seeing all the lovely text messages coming in now. There's no better company than Stamps by Me, and Yanis has always been passionate about crafts. It's great. Thank you so much. That's from Tina, and it's true. Look, Toni brings you the most beautiful products, but it genuinely means something to her. Everything we bring you here is very personal to you. I have missed craft so much, and what we're doing together, sorry to labour the point this out, but this is a really important milestone in Ideal World history, because we are going to bring you destination crafts. Every one of you purchasing right now, this is our proof of concept. We knew it was going to be a success. We want to bring you more shows in the future. We want to show that we want to create special hours that allow us a sense of community, allow the kind of theme that I'm reading now in text messages. It's the interaction, it's we have chit chat, and, you know, being able to have that sense of fun, showing you those inspirations, and I think we've all missed it. Just to give you a quick overview, if you have just tuned in, what we're featuring this hour, a brand new exclusive bundle from Toni. You are going to get the most beautiful, and I cannot stress this enough, beautiful stamp set from Stamps by Me. Look at that wolf, the size of the wolf, and the wonderful detail that wolf poses. So the opportunities there, just for the wolf alone, lavished in detail, such penetrating eyes. So we can go, just stick with me a second, let me just find the one, it would be at the bottom.
Yeah, it probably will
Here
be
we go,
at the
this one.
Oof.
No, so close. Oh, it's this one.
Have I got
this one, here we go.
Have I got it?
That. So
There you
there,
go.
we're taking that
yeah.
wolf design, add a bit of colour. Imagine that on a project, absolutely stunning. But then you've got this wonderful tree line, so you can use the trees individually, put them together, and we've got sentiments. So we have that. But we are also going to give you the coordinating stencils as well, so you get the stencil and the mask, and you're going to get the papers. So I'm just going to show you the papers. Now this paper pack, so it comes full of lots and lots of elements. The paper pack in itself retails at about £20. So look, we've got elements to fussy cut out. So we've got toppers in here, we've got tags. But look at the imagery.
So
page
versatile
after
as
page.
well, Yanis, because you
love
can see your
those.
design through. So if you do a card with a bear on, you can coordinate it with the tag or the topper. That's my pinching one, sorry. And then you've got the trees to scene set as well. So if you have other items in your stash, you can build into. They have a very vintage, ethereal look also. But I feel like these are going to sort of like set the stone for you as a beginner craft, or maybe a starter craft, to enable you to get creative. We all have to start with paper. Craft in some way incorporates paper, whether it be your card blank, your scrapbook page, your album, whatever it is. You always need paper in your stash. So this is a great starting point in the sense that it's going to give you a cool variety that's not too niche. It's very sort of watercolour effect, so it's very soft and easy on the eye, and it can be built into your birthday cards, your guy cards, even your sympathy cards if you wanted to do, or even just
a setting.
I'm sending you a hug.
Yeah.
It's just, they are just so incredibly beautiful.
And good quality
75
cardstock
sheets,
as well.
25 designs, 250 GSM, uncoated, because we have to be able to stamp onto these papers. We have to heat emboss, we have to run them through our embossing folders. Now, if you are watching as a regular and you've followed me across to Ideal World, can I ask that you all share, as always, share to all of the fantastic groups that you all are in, because this is brand new and we're not going to expect everybody just to turn the channel on and know where Stamps by Me is. I know a lot of you are so happy that we are back, but I just wanted to share the family that now Stamps by Me is part of the Ideal World family.
Now, look, matting and layering. So I was just speaking to crafters. If you're new to crafting, we'll explain all of this. But having that as a mat and layer, so we put our topper on here, but that as a background. Can we see that, Gerald? So look at that. Beautiful, that is the perfect background. Or here. That is just such an exquisite... So here, what we can do is tear some vellum, put that across with a sentiment, you're done.
An example here. So when Yanis refers to mat and layers, that is a mat and layer in its true form. So you have the cardstock, mat and layered onto some coloured cardstock, and then just layered upon a layer. So if you hear mat and layer, it means layer on layer. Super simple, right? Okay,
so you are going to get your bumper paper bundle. 75
sheets, yep.
We haven't got a lot left. We're under half the stock, and it's still absolutely flying. Janet, Jean, Sharon, well done. As I say, what we're trying to do here, we want to give you something that's going to inspire. Destination TV, you do get the QR code on the back where you get further inspirations. And I know on your own platform, you're going to be using this and giving more inspiration.
Yes, so we're live ourselves in our own studio in the How to Craft Network, and we'll do the follow-up videos of all of the inspiration that we bring to you here at Ideal World. So if you buy them and get them home and you might get a little bit stuck, or you've invested because I inspired you, you can always catch us on our own channel. But equally, like Yanis has said, we will be the destination craft. We will have destination hours and days where you know you can switch the channel on or be prepared for live events with craft items. So it's not a channel where you're going to come and see something you don't want to see. You can actually turn it on and know that it's going to be craft.
And just let you know, the next hour we're going to be bringing you a magazine box kit that again will blow your socks off. Really, really beautiful designs and maximum value for money. Just having a look here. Is that just from that in itself is so stunning?
Yes,
so you've got the deckled edge already.
Yeah, if you don't want a mat and layer, it's already pre-built in if you want to, but people do like to mat and layer. Now, is this one my stamp or did you pinch my stamp?
That
is this
was your
one
stamp.
mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
It looks very clean.
Yeah, no, it's yours.
Right, so I'm going to use a wolf again, but we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to heat emboss now. So for the people that maybe have no clue about craft, this is just another sort of like kit, tool or to have in your arsenal to be able to create lovely cards.
Just to let you know, if you are brand new to crafting and watching, you are in for a treat, because heat embossing, the first time I saw it, the only way I can describe it is it is like alchemy, and you will never get tired of seeing this process.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. So I'm going to use a sticky ink pad for this, and I'm going to use some white embossing powder. Now, if you've got your embossing powder, you could use any one you wanted to. So I've put the stamp face down onto the paper here. I'm just going to pick up the stamp. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to just use an anti-static bag, and that stops the powder from going everywhere where I don't want it to go. So I'm trying to mimic a wolf on here in like a glossy white effect. Super, super simple. So you're going to need a sticky ink pad, and a gun. I'll show you in a second.
The team, so Charlie and Gerald, you guys haven't seen this. I promise you, when you see this, you're going to love it.
Yeah. So we could do it in a sparkly ink. I'm just going to do it in white, but it looks like chef's kiss in gold and things like that. But I'm doing it in white today. So don't get hooked, girls, because they're all probably going to be crafters by the end of the year, right?
I think so.
We know it. So we'll stamp out this wonderful wolf, and it'll pick up all of that incredible detail. Try and give it a nice, good stamp down.
Philippa's saying, great to see Toni and her amazing brand back on TV. Looking forward to the growth of Destination Craft from Philippa.
Destination Craft. It's going to be awesome, isn't it? So I just stamped it twice just to make sure I get all that detail. And then what we're going to do...
we've only got 50 remaining. We're into our last 50, guys.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop the white powder onto the wolf. So... And then this is going to pick up all of the detail in that wolf. I'll show you in a second.
Nice.
So it looks like it looks like there's nothing much there at the moment, guys.
So you're already getting some oohs and ahs. Wait till you see the next process, because as good as it looks now, wait to see what happens.
So he's there. He's there. So let's just rattle off all of the excess powder. Let's just make sure we get his little ear there.
So this is what I miss, Toni. Just
I know.
crafting, having a chat, spending time with the viewers at home.
Can I give you that?
Yeah,
Yes,
you absolutely. Let
thank
me put that back in for you.
So, embossing comes in lots of different colours as well, and we'll hopefully be bringing you embossing powders too. Just give us a bit of
inks, you know, and your
so
inks
good.
are sensational.
Right, so there it is in its powder format, but it's not stuck right, so we need to bake it. So I've got my gun.
So this is your heat tool, and again, this is something we're going to be offering.
Yep.
Regular crafters, you'll be familiar and well versed with heat tools. For those ideal viewers who don't craft, wait till you see this.
They're all
this
saying there should be kitchen.
Yeah, this is not a hairdryer. It's a special craft tool. So it's going to allow you to heat the embossing powder, sorry, and then it will come to life. You'll see.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to get my gun hot, and we're going to sort of like stick this image to this piece of cardstock. So less time on the card while your gun's getting hot means less wave in the card. So get the gun hot, and then what I'll do is I'll turn this around, and hopefully you'll be able to see it come to life on set. So I'll just get the gun super duper hot. And then when you pop it on...
So we'll get nice and close on this.
Before I go on, and then you'll be able to see the plastic sort of melt onto the cardstock. Here we go, I'll just let you get in there.
Can I turn it around? Sorry, before you do it, let me turn you around. You're just on there. Oh, there we go. And once I pick it up, you see it coming to life.
I'll show you in a second when it's all cooked.
And look at the detail that the stamp is affording you. So lavish in detail with that wolf, and it is such an emotive image, I feel.
Absolutely. So now he's baked on there. So let's show you him in his full glory. So when it's all sort of like melted. Oh, today's I show it here.
No, we'll go. Let me hold it up.
Okay.
Gerald, can we get just camera 2 or 3? I'll show you. We'll get a nice tight shot. Now, what we're going to do is here we've got options. So crafters, you already know this, but now we've heat embossed. We can use this as a resist, so we can put additional inks or just use that. That is stunning.
Come on.
We are busy, everybody.
Nice.
We are so busy. Remember, you can give us a call, 0800 051 7878. If you do want to place your order or go online, this is what I recommend you do. Go to idealworld.tv, register. If you're brand new, if you've just discovered us because of Toni and she's now a part of the Ideal World family, this is going to be Destination Crafts, hashtag Destination Crafts. So go to idealworld.tv, you register. By doing that, it's free to register. You are going to either get 10% off your first order or £5 credit to use on your second order. You decide. We're giving you free delivery. You've got your flexi payments, which we do not charge for. And you are going to be getting a free embossing folder as well, worth £10. This is exclusive. You cannot get this bundle anywhere else. So you get the most exquisite stamps featuring the wolf, the trees, the sentiments. You're also getting that bumper paper pack, worth £20 by itself, and your bonus free gift with purchase, which is worth £10 too. It's just win-win-win.
It is, Laura. With the relation to the mask and the stencil as well, I just want to show you how now you can even enhance even more. So if you pop the mask on top of your embossed detail here, just one second, and then you take a white ink pad, you can still continue to grow and make it more artistic if you want to. You've seen some of the cards have got splats on and things like that, so you know, you do you. You do what you love. If you love your cards and it's making you happy making them, then who cares what anybody else thinks? And if the person you give them to appreciates the handmade sort of kindness that you've given them by taking the time to make them a card, then you've done your job right. So here we have now a beautiful halo around our lovely.
So we can use embossing powders. You're getting oops. We can use our embossing powders. We can use our inks with this. You've got the stencil that you can use just in itself to create the own designs, the overarching images in there. A mat and a layer, and you're achieving something very special indeed. We've only got 10 more minutes left with this exclusive launch from Stamps by Me and Toni. In the next hour, we're going to be featuring an incredible magazine kit that, again, I think you're going to be blown away by.
Hopefully this is going to work. Oh.
It's always away with the studio.
It's okay, it's okay. So I'll just pop that on there. Then we'll pop our piece on here. It needs cutting, but you get, if you want to do what Yanis was referring to, the mat and layer, that goes all the way around. And then also in the paper pack you also get these wonderful tags. Now tags are predominantly known for gifts and things like that around wine bottles, but they don't have to be that way. You can use them on your cards. So I'll just move it over. So if you pop a tag on the bottom here, and you also get the awesome sentiments in there, thanks for always being there. And then all you need to do is just sort of like pop your card and connect the dots and make your own unique masterpiece. You could stamp the sentiment anywhere on there you wanted to, but having that sort of reflective wolf on there in the white emboss is awesome.
Perfect. All right, we are going to give you some time to check out your baskets. Any questions, or you just want to say hello? I will try and get through as many text messages. I will not be able to read them all out.
No.
What we will do after the show, I promise Toni and I, we will read through all those messages. I am sorry, though, if I don't read out your message, but thank you for supporting us. Again, this is something we're going to grow together. So I will allow you a couple of moments to check out those baskets, and the fun will continue. Welcome back, everybody, to Ideal World. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. Craft is now officially here on Ideal World, and this is something that's only going to grow bigger and better. What we're going to do, we appreciate that we are giving you the free gift for purchase in the form of this embossing folder worth £10. And Toni, quite rightly, wanted to show you just how good this looks. So, bit of metallic cardstock.
Bit of metallic cardstock using the free gift that you're all going to get for purchasing, and I am using our brand new A4 die cutting machine, which we have loaded on the website.
So how new is this? Because I haven't seen this before.
Well, it's pretty much brand new to Stamps by Me. We launched it a couple of months ago, but it hasn't been to TV, so it'd be nice to show it off, right?
First time on TV. I'm going to show you the details for that in just one moment, but we will run through the embossing folder through our die cutting machine. So now with an embossing folder, we can do emboss techniques, letterpress, we can take advantage of the deboss. You know, you've got options.
Yes, absolutely. So an embossing folder, our embossing folders are unique in the sense I have up to 7 layers. So they could have 5 on the front and 2 on the back, or vice versa. But what it enables you to have is a good embossed image or debossed image. So I'm just going to take this piece of gold here and I'm just going to pop it in here like so, and then we'll just run this through the machine. And what the embossing folder does is, it, like Yanis just explained, there's letterpress. It sort of like pushes the design through the paper and gives you a beautiful embossed design. Now the die cutting machine that I'm using is the best if you have dexterity or hand issues. Everything goes through like butter. Yeah. You actually think it goes through so smoothly that you actually don't think it's doing anything.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
we'll give the details for the die cutting machine. Very, very new to Stamps by Me.
Oh.
So £159.99 or £32 your first flexi payment. If you are looking for it, and that's so smooth, quality die cutting machine. Look at it, and what I'm noticing, you're putting it anywhere, it doesn't matter.
No, look at this. You know die cutting machines in the past, right? I think I could probably get it away with one.
Well, I've seen that, and you really have to labour.
In fact, Janice, you know, hang on. You know die cutting machines.
Yeah, I do.
You spin it.
Okay. Wow. Let me just show you, Gerald, if you can just cut back to shot here. To be able to do a die cutting machine literally with my 2 fingers, whereas in the past I've really had to, and you get that stagger and you feel you have to give it some. That is a very good die cutting machine, and we are already busy for this. That, genuinely, and you guys know I'll never lie to you, is the smoothest, and this is a big statement what I'm about to say, but I 100% mean this, that is the smoothest hand crank die cutting machine I've ever used.
It's so surprising, and the customers who have this have been so shocked and surprised. And I have an A5 one as well. You have to put a bit more pressure on that one, but with this one, it looks after itself. I'll let you reveal. So that's on gold, and we could do it on black as well if you wanted to.
This is why I love crafting, because all we've done, we'll trim out the edges, don't worry about the edges, but look at the design. And again, Gerald, if we can get in tight on this, please. Have a look at that design. So that suddenly, you put that on a card, we trim it down, so tidy up those edges, put a design in the center, but that just looks opulent. Oh. It looks expensive. We have had a message in regarding the die cutting machine, just for anyone, and a lot of you have got it in your baskets right now, had a message in saying the best die cutting machine ever. As crafting, if you're a regular crafter, you would have seen me on Create and Craft, you'll know that I have witnessed, I've sold a lot of die cutting machines in my time. I'm never going to say a statement just to get you to buy something. I can honestly, hand on heart, tell you that when Toni was saying if you have dexterity issues, I have never used a die cutting machine, hand cranked, that is as smooth as this. And she's right, it feels like it's not doing anything. I had to look to see if the plate was going through. So if you are somebody that's got an old machine that you are really struggling with, having to put it back and forth, you still get all the pressure that you want from a die cutting machine. So we can use it for dyeing, we can use this for embossing and all our techniques, but my goodness, is this an easy machine to use.
So this one's on black, so I'll show you it on black. Let's just get rid of the machine for now.
Yeah.
And then what we can do is just show you a little bit of a technique. Now, we do have other embossing folders in the show, and they're on the website. We might touch on them later, but just to show you this one. So here it is in black, right? So amazing letterpress design. Yeah. So at the moment, super nice. However,
at the moment now, it's not the easiest to see. This is on TV, black, but watch what Toni does.
So now, if you want to get your stash, your waxes, and all of the good stuff.
That is a beautiful embossing folder. I'll let you
and it's free.
Yeah. It is your free gift with purchase. So whether you go for the embossing machine or our brand new Wolf bundle, you get that free gift with purchase.
So I've just got our wax on my finger here. I keep forgetting that there might be brand new crafters, not to rush ahead. So I've just got some wax on my finger. I just got it warm on this piece of cardstock because these are our blendable waxes, and these will be coming here. And then when you run your finger over the design,
oh wow, look at that.
It picks up all of that lovely detail. And you can make it as intense or...
Seeing that embossing folder, you've got what we want from an embossing folder. I'd class that as a 3D embossing folder because you're getting your background, your midground, and then your foreground detail.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to make this a little bit more intense so you can see it on telly. Here, on telly.
Oh, lovely.
So now, hopefully...
I'm going to pick that up. Gerald, if we can really get in tight...
You can be a little bit more tidier.
Wiggle, and you get to appreciate just how special this is. Can we get a bit closer, Gerald?
Oh.
So
you see all of those veins in those leaves and those berries and buds, and then you get the frame, and in that frame it's a circular frame, and in your bumper paper pack with the wonderful wolf you get circle embellishments as well. So if you want to cut one of these circle embellishments and put it straight into the centre, you could put a lovely decorative element into the centre as well. It's just a cool technique. Embossing folders are just simply the best.
Now it's interesting, I just want to speak, I'm going to put this down, I want to speak to you if you have got the die cutting machine in your basket. Die cutting machines are very personal, and it's something that I know really well. I like a hand cranked die cutting machine because then you're no longer a slave to a PowerPoint, you can have it anywhere. That is, hand on heart, the smoothest die cutting machine I have ever used. Well done to everyone that's gone for it. I promise you, you will love it. Coming up next hour, we have got the magazine box kit. It is incredible. Please stick around.
start your day with our beauty mornings. Every day from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Discover top beauty products and exclusive deals to enhance your routine. Plus, we'll bring you an extra special beauty buy at 8 a.m. every day. Tune in for tips, trends and incredible savings on must-have items. Beauty mornings, only on Ideal World. Ordering from Ideal World is easy. Step 1. Call our free phone number 0800 051 7878. Step 2. Press the hash key to reserve your item. Step 3. If you're a new customer, we will put you through to one of our friendly customer care agents. Or if you're a regular customer, enter your PIN and confirm your order. And just like that, your amazing products will be on their way to you. Lorem Skincare believes in the power of nature. If you wouldn't eat it, why put it on your skin? That's why our products are 100% natural, pure, simple and kind to you. Lorem Skincare, nature's best, beautifully packaged.
Over the years, I've used many products, but I feel that the Cult 51 product makes my skin feel younger, smoother, plumper, and so I will definitely be using it in the future.
Since I've been using Cult 51, even my mum, and she's old school, she's 82, has noticed the difference.
I definitely recommend Cult 51 products to my friends. I really enjoy wearing the products, they make my skin glow, and I love the fact that the brand is cruelty-free as well.
Watch, shop and smile on Ideal World. Transform your space and style with our premium outdoor and homeware collections. Discover comfort, elegance and exclusive gadgets to elevate your home and outdoor living experience today. Ideal World, the home of outdoor and homeware.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Ideal World. We are now officially hashtag Destination Crafts, and can I just say I could not be happier. Wonderful Toni, this is what we've missed. And
I have missed this.
The messages that have come in now, a lot of you have missed Toni on your screens, and rightly so. So Toni is officially back on your screens, on TV, giving you the inspiration you've all sought after and giving you the quality of product that you expect as well. What we're doing together, we are going to create Destination Crafts. So TV that you can tune in and you know set time, set day, this will all be established. This is the first step. But what we want to do in time is say every Wednesday at 12, you tune in, you know Toni's going to be on your screen. She's going to give you exclusive deals and stuff that's going to inspire you. Thank you so much for all your text messages coming in as well. If you are brand new to Ideal World, it's a little bit different to our previous incarnations and channels we worked on. Don't email us, text us. The number will appear on the bottom of your screen, so just look out for that. Kath has said, hi, just flicked through a TV station and found you so pleased to see Stamps by Me and my favourite presenters. Thank you, that's from Kath. What a lovely message. Another one, this is from Val saying, Toni and Yanis, what a team. Welcome back. I'm looking forward to the future shows on Ideal World. You have made my day.
Oh, don't say that.
Guys.
We're already a bit wobbly, aren't
we? This is what it's all about. It's something, this has been a while in the making. So the last 5 months, Toni and I have been liaising and trying to build this, and we want to do this together. We want this to be a community. We're going to listen to your feedback, and in time this is just going to grow from strength to strength.
And we knew what we wanted it to look like as well. We know from experience that the good parts of craft sort of like have been lost, so we want to bring it back to Ideal World and bring back the community, because it's the community that counts, right? So we want to, yeah. And I was like, when I saw the text messages on here and the emails, how wonderful. I mean, I'm not au fait with it yet, I will learn it, but how wonderful to be able to see people texting, commenting. If you've got any questions, of course, message them in. But the team back of office are already saying they've never seen as many messages, so please just
set a new record here on Ideal World.
Don't get me in trouble.
Just to remind you, if you do want to shop with us, all you need to do is go to our website, idealworld.tv. Now, the only reason I'm saying that, you can call up, but I want you to go to the website first and register. If you do that, you're going to receive, if you're a brand new customer, either a £5 gift voucher to use on your second purchase or 10% off your first purchase. So take advantage of that. And once you're a member, it's so easy to shop. Either go to idealworld.tv or give us a call. It's a free phone number, 0800 051 7878. But we have got something brand new, not brand new for you, but something new.
New, yes. So some of you might already have this because we did a soft launch on this one. The initial item from the last show, now if you're just tuning in now and missed the last show, you need to go back and see what was in that show because that is totally exclusive. But this item is just value, value, value. That's all I'm going to say. And if you are an Ideal World follower and you purchase from this beautiful channel, this is going to get you crafting from the get. Everything you need to craft is here, okay, other than an ink pad.
The size of this stamp set, and the first question I asked Toni, because this is, you make this, the stamps, are we talking acrylic or photopolymer?
So these are photopolymer. You get 2 A5. So normally we do stamp sets that are half this size, okay? So you get 2, it's the A4. So you get the, we've got a lot of technique in here and I really need to go through it with you, and I will. But you get lamination, which makes you look like an artist. Then you get the lovely reflection collection where the reflection is built into the stamp. Now we do have, well, yeah, you've got tons of samples here. And then we have the background stamps for...
Beautiful, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. And then you get your sentiments. That's not all you get within this value pack, okay? So you get your full A4 stamp set. You get your papers. So if you want to scene set, tell a story. You know me, I love to tell a story with my cards. Then these papers are just incredible. So we've done a lot of variation in size. So you've got 5x7 here. They are double-sided. So you get the vintage effect on the back and you get all different designs, all different colour waves. If you have dies, you can cut around these with circles if you want to. There's just so much scope. And when I get on, I'm not even onto the inspirational magazine yet. You get toppers with words built in, so enjoy every moment of your special day. Take time for yourself. Now, this is a magazine that is done in-house with me. We create it, we have it printed, it's our own unique magazine, and this is what we call a bookazine because it's more like a book than a magazine.
Bookazine, I like that.
And basically, this is number 2. We do have a Christmas one when we launch Christmas in June as well. So you are going to be able to collect these, refer back to these, get the inspirational content if you want to. And just be creative. Now, like I say, you are going to be able to make a ton of cards from all of the product that's in here. So that, as always, the cardstock is uncoated, so you can stamp onto it should you wish.
Just to interrupt, sorry, Toni, because I'm already seeing you buying online for this. I will get the details onto your screen. $34.99. When you consider that stamp set alone would be over £20, and it is not acrylic stamp, because sometimes you get magazine kits, and the way they save money is they give an acrylic stamp which restricts the sort of possibilities.
Yeah, in the past you get those ugly acrylic stamps that stretch, warp, bevel, don't stamp stamps. Oh, no. You got
photopolymer stamp, the most beautiful, beautiful decadent papers. A magazine or a bookazine that is chock-a-block full of inspirations. You're also going to get the die set, so we can make the inspirations inside here. You're also going to get the stencils. Wow, I mean, so many stencils too. That, for value for money, is incredible for $34.99, and we are absolutely flying. Can I show a few finished samples?
Of course you can. You do those, and then I'll show a little bit of the magazine.
Come on in here. I'm going to show you, because I really want you to look at these, and I want you to ask yourself a really simple question. Can you imagine making cards like this, artwork like this? That is poetic. Do you know what it reminds me of? My little boys. It's got that youthful innocence. I love the cascade of that kaleidoscope of butterflies. Something really magical. Look at the detail of the florals that we have here. Busy, busy, busy. Look at this. So we can use our watercolors because we've got these wonderful flowers. We've got the most beautiful, beautiful papers in the mix as well. So if you know someone that loves to shop, a bit of a fashionista, again with the reflection stamp. And it's when you start to use them that you start to appreciate the possibilities here. I mean, look at that for an enchanting image. Or how striking is that?
With your embossing.
All right, we are going to start having a bit of play. Should we go through the actual magazine?
Yeah, let's just show. So you get your layering stencil to create that awesome watercolour flower and an outline die as well. And I'm going to demo this one as well because our layering stencils are just simply awesome.
That actually,
yeah. So that's that. You also get that. It's not a choice of, you get it all. And I'm going to show you the magazine now. So I'm not going to show you every single page because I want you to buy it, guys. But quite simply, you get these sort of like step-by-step picture guides.
So it's like a recipe. It gives you everything that you need. It takes you through every step of the way. And what I like is we get the stamps, we get the dies, so it's not a question of buying this and thinking, oh, now I don't have this.
No.
So what you're seeing here, you have everything that you need to
card,
make it.
The papers are in the collection, the stamp is in the collection, the words are just fussy cut. The background as well is all from the paper collection. You get step by step. So maybe you're not a visual and you're like a PDF or step by steps printed. You can do that too. So you're just going to get lots of different inspirational ways to be creative with the stamps, the stencils, the papers.
Oh, I've got a lovely message here from Tina saying, this bookazine is so good. I bought 2. So Toni actually bought 2 of these. Love Toni and Yanis, and Stamps on Me are the best. And that's from lovely
because
Tina.
Tina uses one and saves one because she collects them.
Should we see the stencil? We'll continue flicking through. Let's show you the stencil in action. Remember, you're getting free delivery on this. We're giving you flexi payments so you can spread the cost. So it's either $34.99 today or $11.69. We do not charge for flexi payments here on Ideal World.
It's so cool, that, isn't it? So you get your layering stencil system. We have the hearts, so you can ink through the hearts, and they are all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you just follow the number system, okay? And then you add the die to cut it through if you wanted to, and you've just seen some amazing samples on there as well. Or you can just basically be a little bit of a watercolour artist and spray with water and just create a very sort of artistic frame in there as well. Or if you just want to just leave it sterile and vibrant, you can do that too. There's really if you love black, do it in black if you want to. There are no rules. So shall I demonstrate this one because it's super cool.
While we are demoing, can I say a huge thank you to look at everything that you are getting. All of this. I mean, that is an absolute bargain, but thank you to everyone that is shopping with us, because what you are doing right now is you are supporting the future of craft here on Ideal World. We wanted to show and demonstrate just how special craft is, and you have done that. So genuinely thank you, because this is something that's going to get bigger and better. And actually, another point that really resonated with you, Toni, here on Ideal World, just to give you a little background to the ethos behind the country, every purchase you make goes to help to feed a child. So a portion of the money will go towards helping to feed children both in the UK and in India, and that's just, it shows the nature of the company and the ethos behind that company.
Absolutely,
really
and
nice.
It's like giving for giving for giving, if that makes sense. So you're giving because you want to do your craft, or you want to give your cards to others, but also in the same sense you are servicing other people that are less fortunate in the sense that they can't have the breakfast, they can't have meals, and that just fills me with absolute joy. You know, above and beyond is what it's all about, and that's just what makes me happy. So I'm just going to quickly grab a piece of cardstock. Just 1 second.
Where magazine box kits are so powerful, and especially one like this, is because if you are struggling, we've all done this as crafters, you've sat down, you want to craft, but you've lost your mojo, and you're like, I just don't know what to do. I want to do something today, but I'm looking for inspiration. You have got page after page after page after page of inspiration. I'm just going to open up one for a second. I want to show you the actual feel of the magazine. It feels premium. It does feel like a bookazine. But what you get is, let me just pick one to show you, the steps. How clear and concise is that breakdown? Easy to follow, easy to read, and you get the stencils, you get the tools to make the inspiration. So this isn't a question of seeing a magazine like, oh, I'd love to do that, but I do not have the stencil, I do not have the stamp, I do not have the designs. Look at the amount of stamps you're getting, and this will mean something to crafters. We're not talking acrylic stamps. This is a full A4 stamp set, photopolymer, so the same quality that we'd expect with Stamps by Me. All right, let's get playing.
So awesome, right? And if you are watching the channel as an Ideal World customer and you're seeing us for the first time, please message in and let us know. Have you invested in something new today? Because 2025, we really want to get people crafting, because until you try it, I don't think people quite understand how happy it can make you feel. Whether it's picking up a brush, stenciling through stencils, moving and shuffling some paper around, it really does give clarity to the mind. It can be a fantastic distraction as well, and if you have kids at home, because it's so inexpensive, you can absolutely just share it out across the table and just let everybody be creative. It's not going to break the bank.
You touched on that. It's that outlet for creativity. If you have not done anything creative for years, maybe since you were at school, and we get into like adulting, and your job and like being a parent or whatever it might be, and you find that you have less time for yourself. This is a hobby that is achievable. At home, you've just got a beautiful outlet for your creativity. Do something, achieve something, and at the end of it, it might be a card for somebody else, a piece of artwork, or you're just doing it for yourself.
I do it for myself. I love to paint. I love to pick up a brush, but just having a piece of paper that I know that if I did something with, it would be totally different to what Yanis would do with it as well. So it's just wonderful. It's just a wonderful thing to get into and try. So we've got the layering stencils. I have been playing with mine pre-air, but they are numbered. You can see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you can see they are well loved. I am a crafter. I'm not a selly-telly lady. I
No,
do
you are a
craft.
crafter, yeah.
So I'm just going to go through number 1. Now to line the system up, it's quite simple in the sense that you have the 4 hearts across the top, and if you just pop some ink through the hearts, you then know to line all of the hearts up on all of the stencils on top of, and you have precise layering. So I'm just going to go with a pink here, like so. So we'll just get some pink. It's going to mix with the yellow, but it's fine. So let's just get some pink down here. So we're going to create the most awesome sort of 3D flower. It could be a daisy, it could be a sunflower. You pick the colour, monochromatic as well. You don't have to use the colours that I'm using, just be carefree. That's all I'm saying.
So many of you joining us. Sally Ann, you got Miss Leslie there, Brenda, lots more names that I have missed. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting Destination Crafts here. Helena, more of you coming in. This is Destination Crafts on Ideal World, and you are tuning in to the first show.
Yes. Not the organiser.
No,
I'm
what
not
was
the
I going to say?
organiser.
Inaugural is the word I was looking for. And then I realised that I didn't know. The inaugural shows. This is the beginning. You are literally in on the ground floor, and it is only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better.
Bigger and better. We do plan to take the world by storm with craft here on Ideal World. So you can be able to come and get all of your lovely goodness, get lots of inspiration too.
So I'm a huge fan of a layering stencil because this is it levels the playing field, because everybody, and I don't care if you've just started crafting or you're the most experienced crafter, everybody is going to be able to get the most sensational results.
Absolutely, with little to no effort. If you can hold a brush and you have an ink pad, if you haven't got an ink pad, there will be some loaded onto the website. We will get those through for you, but all you need is just a brush and some cardstock. So already you can see the layers are quickly coming together with little to no effort. So number 3 here has got some blue on, which is fine.
Keep those text messages coming in. A message here saying, I'm enjoying the show. This is great having crafts again on Ideal World. I love crafting. Thank you. Bring this back. Yes, we will. And this is the point. Everyone shopping right now, you are helping us to bring Destination Crafts to Ideal World, so thank you so much. And this is something that we really are going to strive to make as big as we can, but we're going to listen to your feedback as well. This is something we're going to do together. We want to create that sense of community, and we're very passionate about that.
Yeah, we love a crafty community. I mean, it's already coming together, and that's just Stencil 3. So let's get number 4.
Just before we put on 4, can I just hold this up? Gerald, if we can get in here, buddy. We've only used Stencil 3, and I want to show you how pretty that looks. Look at that. This is what I mean with a layered stencil. It levels the playing field, because we're just following the stencil. Everybody is going to be able to achieve those results. I'll give that back to you. That is stunning.
It is. I just love layering stencils. Well, we love everything at Stamps by Me, if I'm completely honest, because I'm a crafter. So we design everything in-house, and everything is unique in the sense that you can't find it anywhere else. So it's totally awesome. So I've got green here. Nice. So let's get some greenery in and around.
So with the box kit, we get the inspirations to use the stencils, to use the coordinating die as well, which gives us further diversity. We also get the stamps, we get the papers. You get absolutely everything for, I think, a bargain price of $34.99.
Well, if you think about the stamp, £20. You think about the stencil, £17. The paper pack, another £15. You can't put a price on inspiration. It's a 70-page inspirational, so it's got over 166 pieces in total across the whole collection. So you really do have...
Let me just say that again. So for the stamps, really quickly, and we will follow Toni on this.
I'll just carry on.
The stamps, you're looking at £20 just for the stamps, which in my opinion, that's a very good price. For a stamp set of this kind of quality A4, I've seen them retailing for £27 to £30.
Yep.
So £27 for that, photopolymer, you are winning. You get the stencils with the coordinating die, another £17. So there we're already at £37. Then we've got the papers. I mean, for a paper pack, how much are we looking for the paper pack?
15 for that.
Another 15. So we're over £50 worth of value already, and that doesn't even include, I'll just show you these so you can have a good look, that doesn't even include the magazine as well. Look at that, vintage tones, we've got toppers in there, you've got more backgrounds, we can cut these up. Love this. There, already, that's done. Matte layered sentiment, just layer that up and you're good to go. Good quality papers, they are non-coated, so we can do our own techniques on these as well. They are stunning. So all of that, coupled with the inspiration, the magazine, the stamps, the layering stencil, the die, for $34.99, forget about it. Off the charts.
And when it's gone, it's gone. I've moved all. We've already done Bookazine number 3, which will be coming for Christmas, and I will bring that here too, hopefully, as well. So if you are a collector. But what I would say is, when you go through the magazine, it has inspirational content, step-by-step how-to guides on all of the products that come within the kit. So I would say once you've done the page, pop its corner over to say you've done it, and then work your way through the magazine methodically. And what that will do is, 1, it'll make you a better crafter, and 2, you're getting so much for your money if you follow all of those step-by-step guides, because you're using the product. Because a lot of people buy crafting and they save it and it never gets touched. So it's an encouragement to flick through the magazine with a tea or a coffee and actually do it.
It's like a course. If you imagine how much you'd pay to go on a course to get those inspirations, you have it in your Bookazine. Quick question here, asking, hi Tony, Yanis, can I please ask, what is the white ink pad, and do you have it on the show? You know the one we used for the...
yeah, it's not in the show, but it will be in a couple of weeks. Basically, guys, as Yanis has very kindly explained, that this is our first show and we've got a lot of core lines that we need to get on for you all. So brushes and ink pads and tools and things like that. So just keep an eye on Ideal World over the up and coming weeks and months forward. Next time I'm back, and you will see increased product, so you'll be able to get all of the products that I'm using in the show as well. It's brand new today. We couldn't get it all on for today, but we do intend to get lots of things loaded on for you.
Another message here, just saying, hi Yanis and Tony, I wanted to say quality you get with Stamps by Me is outstanding. If anyone is on the fence, I would say just go for it. The Bookazine is such great value for money, you will love it, and congratulations on a successful launch.
Craft. Yeah, remember, Destination Craft, you only get it here.
Angela, thank you so much, Angela.
Thanks, Angela, super kind. Good. So we've done the green, so now we've got a few leaves protruding around our beautiful flower. I just did that in a light green, and then the next one is this one. So this is number 5, if I can see my eyeballs, number 5, like so. And then we will just ink through here and add dimension to these lovely leaves. And you can do it as light or as dark. It depends on your style of craft. Do you want tropical flowers? Do you want scaled back delicate flowers? You as a crafter will only know that yourself. So the capability to swap it up and do your own style is what's fantastic about all of the items in the magazine. They don't put anybody in a box. It allows you to just get your creativity going instantly with your own style.
And all we're doing is following the stencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is what you're going to achieve. That is stunning. So
that is basically the whole stencil. Now, okay, you could stamp a sentiment, you can do whatever you want to, right? But it also, the magazine, this is just where it becomes awesome. And this is where the value is. You get the die as well. So the die goes around. So do you want me to die cut this one through with the die cutting machine that's in the show?
We will flash the details for the brand new die cut. Well, it's the first time it's been on TV. Its first TV outing. Now let me show you. If you go to idealworld.tv, so idealworld.tv, this is how you can shop with us. So there's our main page. You can shop live. So you go to live TV, and it click watch live, and then you'll have access to all the items. Not only the items we have live right now, so you just click on that and you can add the bundle, the Bookazine, into your baskets, but you can also look at recently aired items as well, which includes our die cutting machine, our brand new Wolf stamp set as well, stamp and stencil set with the papers.
So beautiful.
And also anything else that we featured this morning. So have a little look, easy to shop, put it in your baskets. Please make sure to register first. And the reason why I say that, once you've registered online, you have the choice of either 10% off your first purchase, or you can get £5 credit off your next purchase. What I would say, that die cutting machine, if you've registered and you get 10% off your first purchase, you've done very well.
You have done very, very well, but these are sort of investments. You don't have to replace a machine once you've got a machine. You know, once it's the big spend on investment will see through your craft then. It's just you buying the creative elements to go with.
And if you are looking for a new die cutting machine and you didn't watch us use this in the last hour, look at how smooth the movement is. It is the easiest, and I really mean this, I'm not just saying it, but the easiest die cutting machine I have ever used or seen.
I know.
Yeah.
It is cool. I
Is that something
knew you'd be shocked.
I was. Is it something that you were very keen on when you're getting this developed?
Yeah, because my hands are not great, and I'm quite young really, but they're not great. But our A5 die cutting machine, it took a little bit of oomph to put through, and that was fine. And it's a brilliant machine, but it did take a little bit of oomph, whereas this one wanted it to be like butter, and it absolutely is. You don't actually think it's doing anything, it's that smooth. So I just have the die, which comes within the Bookazine kit, and I've just got some tape here. I'm just going to hold that down. Hopefully it'll stay in place.
Still very busy for our Bookazine, and we have got the last in stock of this.
Yes. So before, you will have seen that when we did our embossing folders, and we'll touch on those because we've got some lovely ones in the show, we used the pink and the clear, okay? So, but for your die cutting, you're going to need them all. So it's super, super duper simple. But it comes in a posh box, you get the leaflets, you get all of the good stuff to come with, and it's just a lovely experience when you take it out of the box and just enjoy it. So I'm just going to pop this one on here, and what's going to happen is that metal die is going to cut that beautiful flower out that we've just created there. So you put your top piece on two, and then you open the front of your, I'll just pull it in, and then the back as well, and you just pop it through the machine. And again, like Yanis, like Yanis has just explained there, it's no like body weight to do all of this. Literally, it just goes through like butter. It's so beautiful. Honestly, and embossing folders are normally what are the pain.
With the end of your fingers. You're not even like grabbing onto it and having to pull.
Shock horror, I know, right? It's so beautiful. It's so, well, I love it. Well, I am going to love it because it's mine. But you know, tis what it is, right? So let's just pop this one through, and then what you do then is you just pull out, and then there you have your 3D masterpiece.
That is achievable. So what we have here, can you imagine we have the coordinating die with the layered stencil. You also have an A4 stamp set. You have the most beautiful papers, and to top it off, you get the Bookazine chock-a-block full of inspiration. So now I want you to imagine how you're going to be using this. Imagine making a cluster of these and shaping them and putting them onto a card. So what I'll be doing is getting maybe my flower shaping tools or my embossing tool, start pressing and rolling this out, shaping that and putting that onto a card.
It's just looking at it, you're instantly inspired on what to do with it, which is awesome, right? So that's sort of like the stencil and die system, which is super easy, and there's some amazing, you can put them on anything. Look, I mean, check here, you don't have to use the die if you don't want to. You can absolutely just be as artistic as you want it to be. Sorry.
No, it's just going to
there we go. So sunflower, whatever you want to do.
Love that. Or do you want to use these stamps? Now this is your reflection stamp set.
Yep,
so what you're doing is getting that reflection in that little boy. That I just really connect with that imagery. It reminds me of my little boys. You get the most beautiful flowers in there. Look at this one. Look at that. The stamp set is incredible. You get the coordinating papers in here as well. Just bear with me if I just pop this down, because I know we're going to get to the next demonstration, but I just want to give you a sense of value for money within this bundle, and I think crafters, we can relate to this.
Yes.
So firstly, an A4 stamp set. Now, my experience as a presenter, Toni is saying regular price on this about £20. That is very, very, very good. Yeah. Because for me, every time I've shown an A4 stamp set in the past, you're looking at sort of around about £27. Typical. And crafters at home, you'll know what I'm saying here. So look at what designs we are getting. That beautiful reflections with the little boy, the wonderful texture background stamps. Can we look at that, Gerald? So you can see here the boy, the background, the flowers, the florals. So now we can stamp that. We can use our watercolors. We've got sentiments. That is a full A4 stamp set. That in itself I don't think it's unrealistic. Elsewhere, you'd be looking at just shy of £30 just for that. We have got the layered stencil with die. Toni sells that for £17.99. So we're already, just there, we're over the price tag on your screens. Then you get the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful papers. If we have a quick flick through both sides, so you've got double designs on here. We've got monochromatic, beautiful backgrounds, toppers, chock-a-block. I mean, look at that for a setting. So all of these are stunning. We're getting all of that coated, uncoated, sorry. And if I just give you a little bit of a good weight to those. So we're getting that. And the real icing on the cake is the actual bookazine as well. Where's it gone?
Have I pinched it?
The bookazines disappeared. But you get the inspiration. So you couple all of that together, the papers, the A4 stamp, the bookazines, full of chocolate, full of inspirations. Oh, well done. That is a sensational buy for $34.99. Or break it up, $11.69 your first flexi payment, free delivery on this. You are winning. I'm going to give you a few moments to check out your baskets. The fun is going to continue here on Ideal World. We are Destination Crafts now. This is the inaugural show, and it is only going to get bigger and only going to get better. We're absolutely flying this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Time has just disappeared. We've only got half an hour left with the wonderful Toni. The first time that we brought Toni on your screens, and she has not been on your screens for a long time. And we've had a massive, massive amount of love and text messages for you. You've broken our system. Literally, the most text messages we've ever had for a show. Conscious of time, so we're going to move on to some embossing folders.
We are. I feel like I need to utilise the whole 2 hours just to showcase craft is its entity, because it's just a wonderful thing. Just
to remind you, we're going to be using a brand new die cutting machine. The first time that Toni has brought you an A4 die cutting machine, and the first time it's ever been on TV. So if you've missed it, if you're looking to invest in a new die cutting machine, all I can say is it is the smoothest A4 hand crank die cutting machine I have ever experienced. So if you're somebody that suffers with dexterity issues, and I know sometimes your hands you do, it's so smooth and easy to use. If you want to buy it, you go to idealworld.tv, click on Watch Live, and you'll be able to see recently aired items and the die cutting machines on there. But it is well worth considering. I promise you, you'll never regret investing in Stamps by Me. I really mean that. Okay.
So, embossing folders, what do we use them for? We can run them through on gold mirror board, you saw that earlier, white cardstock, black cardstock. It lends itself beautifully to techniques. But what is also cool as well is if you bought the Wolf collection and you have the Wolf papers, if you run them through on some paper as well, you can put the embossed detail from an embossing folder onto patterned paper. So if we pick maybe a darkish colour from here, let me just decide, because it's just hard to decide, right? Yeah. Let's just pick this one here with this bird.
Okay, we're going to get the details for your embossing folders on your screens in a moment.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe pop the embossing folder so it goes across the bottom of this piece of cardstock here, like so. So when we run it through our machine, you'll not see too much, but then when we pull it back with some ink, you'll be able to see the detail come through the paper when we push it through. So let's just grab our machine again. Now you're going to see again for a second time how awesome our machine is when it comes to embossing folders and things like that, because it's just blooming brilliant. So there's some samples for you, Yanis.
Perfect. I'll just show you some of these while we're getting set up. So if you have a little look at, these are stunning. So this is what you could be doing with the embossing folders. I promise we're going to bring the details onto your screens in just one moment, but take a look at these. Think about the potential. That design is bursting off the page. So this could be a Mother's Day card, it could be a birthday card, a sympathy card, a thinking of you card. You have got so much freedom and scope with regard to the inspirations and the techniques that we're going to use for this. So are you using a letterpress technique? Are you going to use, you can add your gilding designs into there as well. So if you wanted to add your gilding flakes, there is scope. Have fun with this.
So to get that watercolour look there on the background, you add ink to your embossing folder, you spray it with a spritz of water and you run it through, and it pushes all of that ink into all of those nooks and crannies on the 3D embossing folder.
Gilding
that
wax.
one is gilding wax, so just as you saw me do earlier. Maybe run it over with some white and add a touch of detail.
Lovecraft card with a white.
Yeah, and they sand back beautifully as well, so get them on all of those creative sort of cardstocks that you have in your stash. That's mirrorboard sanded back.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful way to add accent to cards with little to no effort. That is a beautiful card. You can't buy these in store. They're your own unique cards.
I mean, if you were, let's say this was a boutique shop and you saw these handmade cards, look at the price tag. You know, what would you be paying? £6, £7 quid?
Yeah, I think you'd be paying quite a lot because it's been hand painted. You know, you run it through the machine and then the hand paint, so it's timely, isn't it? And if you want to pay for people's time, you're going to have to spend a little bit more than a pre-printed one in store. So let's have a look. So I've basically put the paper into the embossing folder, which is on set. You can all see, and I'm just going to run this one through. Super easy. Now the machine die cuts and it embosses as well. So you're going to see how functional this sort of machine is. So with the embossing folder, it really does feel like you've got your plate system wrong because it goes through so easy. So basically, when you take it out, the pattern will be on the base of this card. You won't see it too much, but it's there, and I'll show you in a second. I'll pull it back. If I don't know if we tilt it forward. I'm going to pull it back with a white ink pad.
Okay,
watch the magic happen. The detail is there. It's not visible
yet.
yet.
On TV, but wait till you see.
Watch the magic here, how it comes to life, because this is an awesome technique. You need a good white ink pad, and mine is simply the best, and I will get it on the website for you all.
The details before we do the reveal, and get the details onto your screens. There we go, $11.99.
So these are inexpensive, Yanis. So if you are a beginner, you're investing, you're watching me today and you're like, I've never done craft before, Toni, what should I get? I would probably say get the magazine as a definite. Get the magazine. The value and what you're going to be able to create from there is great. But if you want to really invest because you're loving what you see, then the embossing folders and the machine. The machine works for every craft item that's ever created by other brands too as well. So you know that if you buy this machine, it'll work cross-board. It's not just my products, it will work with.
And just to let you know, if you want to get all 3 designs, there is a buy all saving as well. So there's 10% saving. Blossom, On the Way, and Happiness. I'll go through all of them to be clear on the designs, but let's just do the reveal.
So I've just got a white ink pad here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of like rattle it over this emboss here and watch how the design starts to pop from. Can we start to see it there coming through?
I can absolutely see that.
So I just keep dusting over, and this white flower is going to be like a little nest for our cute little bird. You can tap, 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 sponge, sponge, sponge. Look at, now you are not going to get a card in any store that looks like that.
Look
Is that not just the
like
prettiest?
a little magic trick? I love that.
It's so
Should we go
cool.
through? I just want to go through the options just so everyone is aware.
Yeah, so you get Blossom with Grace. If you buy them as a collective, obviously, you get Blossom with Grace. This one is Happiness Blooms and Bloom and Grow. It's all 3 there. Blossom with Grace, Grow Your Own Way, and Happiness Blooms. So they're all a variation of clusters of flowers.
Perfect.
So nice, right?
Toni, when it comes to embossing folders, gives us such a good quality embossing folder, lavish in detail. So you get a prominent emboss, which affords you a background, a midground, and a foreground, and that is what brings it to life. It's one thing seeing the image, but when you start to use them and see the potential and the different techniques that we can incorporate with an embossing folder, it's such a cost-effective way to get a sensational result.
Just the ladies back after 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, just looking. I'll read this out. Getting very busy for our embossing folders. So great to see Toni back on TV and Ideal World. Things have gone full circle with crafting. Now back after 20 odd years. Great to see Toni back on TV on Ideal World. Oh, sorry, I just read that. The magazine gives you a flavour of Stamps by Me. It's going back to our bookazine, which is a really good purchase, by the way. Gives you a flavour of Stamps by Me. Great concepts, excellent value, and loved sampling this. That must be one of your design teams, Sarah. So thank you so much. Keep the messages coming in. We are very busy for our embossing folders. This is Destination Crafts here on Ideal World, the inaugural show. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. We are going to listen to you. Because so many people, and the overarching theme that I'm reading from these messages, great to see you back on TV, but viewers have missed
the community.
Yeah.
And over the Christmas period, a lot of people say it's going to be a lonely Christmas because people are dependent on their craft, they're dependent on the community, they're dependent on the TV too. So to bring it back in this format is absolutely amazing. And every time we're live, you're going to be able to purchase the product, have time to play with it and enjoy it. And then by the time I come next time, you'll be able to tell me all about your experience, and then we'll have some newness as well, so you can keep adding to your crafty stash as we go.
And in between Destination Crafts, so in between shows on here on Ideal World, you get QR codes on every purchase with Stamps by Me, and this is what makes Stamps by Me so special. There is a little QR code. If you scan that, it takes you straight to inspiration, and this is inspiration whenever Toni, it's a live code, so whenever Toni adds a video, that will appear. So if you scan this when you get this home and scan it in another week or a month, there'll be even more videos and more inspirations. So as you said, this is not just about when you're here at Ideal World, it's in between allowing you to get the most from everything that you purchase.
Absolutely, and just enjoy it. That's what it's all about. So don't forget though, we get our free gift embossing folder, which I showcased earlier, with any purchase made today on Ideal World from Stamps by Me. Yeah, whatever you buy, you're going to get a free £10 embossing folder, because I know that once you try our embossing folders, you'll buy the rest of them because they are that good. So I'm just going to use the same embossing folder, which is Happiness Blooms.
Right now, $11.99 for embossing folder, and if you make a purchase, even if it's just one, you're going to get that complimentary free embossing folder as a free gift. If you go for all three, you're going to get 4 in there, so you get the further saving, that buy all saving. If you do want to go for the buy all saving, press #8 and you'll be able to get all of those. If you press #1, you go for the Blossom, #2, this is calling us up, it's on our way, and #3 is the Happiness, own way, sorry, not on our way. And if you want to go to our website, idealworld.tv, sign up. It's free to do it. Once you've done it the once, then you can always make a purchase. Even if you're not buying with us today, sign up, get your complimentary free gift. Not complimentary, you get your £5 credit, sorry. So if you sign up right now, you can either have £5 credit on your next order or £10 off your first order. Sign up and then you're good to go. You decide. How are you going to utilise that discount best? So I just... just to correct, sorry, I said 5%. It's 10% off your first order or £5 credit. 10%, it's good, isn't it? So just to put this one into perspective, if you added a sentiment and then matte and laid it onto a card, you have a finished a card. So what we're going to do now is, rather than use the pattern paper, because that's cool, it has its own purpose, let's use some white cardstock. I have an ink pad here, a pink one, and I'm just going to ink up the embossing folder. Now they're pretty much indestructible, or embossing folders. You can ink them, spray them with water, do whatever you want to do, get all of that detail on there. I always do both. One, because I'm never sure which way is going to be the correct way, but two, it gives me options when it comes to choosing a side. So do I want the deboss or do I want the emboss? So I'm just inking up the whole thing here, getting in all of those crevices with the corner of the envelope. Sorry, ink pad. I'm not sure if this one's going to show. It's pretty light, but we'll give it a twirl. So what we'll do is I'll run it through without spraying it with water so you can see the effect. If it doesn't show very well, then we'll add some water, okay? So I'm just going to pop this piece of white cardstock in here. So you can pretty much already see the detail as it's going to push through that cardstock. So let's just get our mats again. So your pink one and your
clear
Such
one.
a lovely message from Karen saying Destination Craft. Relaxed, chilled, mindful, inspiration with two much loved people. Congratulations, Toni, Yanis, Ideal World. Crafty hugs from Karen. Bless you, Karen. What a lovely message.
Thanks so much, darling. That's super kind. So we'll press this one through. Let's see if the ink's transferred across. If not, we can spray. So with embossing folders, when you take them out of the embossing folder, if you don't like it, just put it back in. Okay, you can line it back up. It's super easy. So I'll let you show that one then, because it has transferred. Hopefully it will show the detail as we've gone.
Yeah.
So now we have a pretty pink embossed.
That. But look at it, it just lifts off the page. It's architectural in design. Remember, you buy any option, #1 Blossom, #2 Own Way, or #3 Happiness. You get your complimentary 3 embossing folder with your purchase as well. Extremely busy. Do make sure to go to idealworld.tv, sign up, register with us. It's free to do, and you'll receive either 10% off your first purchase or £5 in credit off your next purchase. So either way, brilliant. But if you go for the die cutting machine, and I'm just conscious of time, and we have a few viewers asking about the die cutting machine. So I think what we will do is we'll just go to the website and show you. Go to recently aired, and you'll see the die cutting machine. What we'll try and do is we'll give a little walk around. Charlie, are we able to recreate so we can just put the details on screen? Okay, we won't be able to do that. If you give us a call centre a ring, 0800 051 7878, you'll be able to get hold of the die cutting machine. Just wait on the line, you'll speak to someone. It's very new. It's very new, yeah, and it's a cool machine that's going to see you through all of your craft. So I've got the next one, Yanis, which is Blossom with Grace, and I've got black this time, so let's put a black on here. This is the most popular option. That surprises me because the last one is my favourite. It just shows you, as crafters, we're all different, right? Well, I say that. A majority going for the buy all option. Remember, if you go for the buy all option, you're saving a further 10%, and then you're getting all of them. Yeah, you get them all, which is cool, which is something that they've just put together for us today, which is awesome, right? And this is what we were saying, wasn't it? You know, we listen. We listen, and to have things in bundles that you like them all and you get that extra savings, just cool. Yeah, it's just cool. So this one's the black. Now you're not going to see it straight away. Still got the powder on from my embossing powder. Okay. So let's just hit this with some white, and then if it's okay, can I just after this just stamp one of the reflection stamps because we haven't had a chance to touch on that. So I'm just going to take the white and I'm just going to hit this flower here. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just rat-a-tat-tat. And that flower instantly comes to life. Can we see that there? Is it showing? Yeah, yeah, we can see that. My eyes are not great, sorry. I need my glasses, to be fair. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So look how beautiful that flower now looks. And you can do this technique with all of the embossing folds, even your free one. Look at that. Now, it just shows you the quality. There's the deboss on the back. Obviously, it's not as prominent as the other side, but it shows you the quality of the embossing folders. But that is stunning. It is architectural in nature. It really comes to life. Right, we're going to go back because we've only got about 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes left on the show. Back to our bookazine. We have got, and forgive me because I should have been saying this when we did the bookazine, just to remind you, if you go for the bookazine, and you can find that in the recently aired items, you go for the bookazine. Firstly, you get your bookazine, beautiful quality. So it just feels expensive, it feels premium. That is chock-a-block full of inspirations. But you're getting so much more because on top of the bookazine, you are going to get your A4 stamp set. Bear with me. That's so much cool stuff. So we get our bookazine. You're getting your A4 stamp set. These are a photopolymer stamp. They're exact same quality as you would expect from any stamp from Stamps by Me. Beautiful quality there. So if I just give you a little close-up, we are going to be featuring the reflection stamps. Can we show that, Gerald? There we go. Thank you. So you see the stamps, the detail, the design. That is stunning. An A4 stamp set in the past, whenever I featured A4 stamp sets, you're looking at... can we just trail up, Gerald? Is that right? Show the other ones? Thank you. So you're looking at about £30. Here, an A4 stamp set included in the price. It's 34, by the way. If you're wondering the price, it's $34.99. So it's on the website. You get the stamps. You also get the coordinating stencils and dies. This would cost you $17.99. You get that, and all the stamps, the dies are used in conjunction with the inspirations. But remember, as an added bonus, if you go for the bookazine, which is already exceptional value for money, you get your complimentary embossing folder as a free gift worth £10. So that means you take that price off of the bookazine. It's
I'm giving it away.
Yeah.
But basically as well, because you get that embossing folder, you get a
papers.
flavour of all of the things that Stamps by Me do really, really well. We're brilliant at embossing folders, stencils, papers. Everybody loves our papers. Our stamps are exceptional.
All of these papers as well.
Yeah.
Uncoated, beautiful, beautiful quality. If we can just show you those as well.
Just so pretty. And they're scene setters, so you have street scenes, and they're going to lend themselves so beautifully to what I'm going to show you next.
Yeah, lovely. Okay.
So
we'll use the
very
bookazine.
quickly, I'll show you how to be a watercolour artist with 2 stamps, okay? It doesn't give you precision, it makes you look like you've painted with a brush. So no understanding of light and shade, we're just going to go for it and have a nice watercolour flower. So let's go with a nice pink and a nice orange and green flower. So take your colours, your ink pads, pink, orange and green. Super, super simple. So let's do orange all over the flower head. So I'm going to ink up the top of the flower, the buds. And I would like a little bit of pink in there too, so I'm just going to take the pink and I'm just going to dash the pink around. Not too much, but just enough. And then we're going to add the green to the leaves.
Just to remind you, if you want to go for the bookazine, go to idealworld.tv and you go to the recently aired items and you'll be able to see it. So you go there, watch live. There's a little tab that says watch live, and then we'll give you recently aired items and you'll be able to see the bookazine. Or just give us a call, 0800 051 7878, and ask for the Stamps by Me bookazine, and they'll put it in your basket.
It's wonderful as well, because not only are me and Yanis learning today, learning how to present, what to do, what's working, what's not, you guys at home are learning as well. You're learning to have to navigate around a new website. How do they actually place your orders and things like that? So let us know all feedback. Let us know how it's gone.
Make your life easy.
Yeah, so we have a spray bottle here with some water. I'm just going to spray 2 or 3 times to wet the stamp. And then when you push it down, can we see here, sort of like the watercolour, all sort of like bleeds and blends. So all you're going to do is push that design down, super, super easy, push it down, and then when you lift it up, you end up with something that looks like a watercolour flower. We haven't picked up a brush, we haven't done anything, right? All we've done is added some ink and some spray to the stamp on there as well. So then what we're just going to do is very quickly take the second stamp. I'm just going to dry this to help my life out a little bit. The detailed stamp. And then we're going to overlay this on top, and this is going to give us our detail.
Okay, so that's effectively your background. And
Yep.
don't worry, this is because the detail overlays, so it doesn't matter if it's looking patchy, that's the whole
No,
point. If anything,
but I always say that if you are a true watercolour artist, you always get taught white space. So the stamps lend themselves really well to leaving that white space and making you look absolutely fantastic. So let's stamp this one on in black, and then this is where the true life comes together, should we say. So black ink pad. Now you can use them, you can use them as independent, so just the watercolour on its own with a stamp, so it looks like you painted it, or together, or this can be utilised, stamp on its own, and you can colour it with your pens, your pencils, your markers. Now I'm hoping this stamps, hope it's not damp, we'll go for it anyway. Just to give you the idea, and there you have the most beautiful watercolour finished floral with no technique or experience.
Could we see, I want to see one of the reflections.
Yep, that's next.
Yeah, brilliant. We are doing that. Just to remind you, details on your screen are for the embossing folders. We do have, in whatever purchase you make this morning here on Ideal World, you get the complimentary free embossing folder. So that's with Toni as a special free gift. If you want to go for the bookazine, you can either give us a call, 0800 051 7878, free number to call, and just tell one of our lovely call centre staff that you want to go for the bookazine from Stamps by Me. They will place your order. If you want to go to our website, you click on Watch Live, so you'll see a little box with Toni and myself, and underneath there is recently aired items, and you'll be able to go back, see the bookazine, the wolf and stencil as well. So have a little look. If you are struggling, if you have any questions, text we're here. So text number again is at the bottom of your screens. Send me a text message or send us a text message and we'll answer any questions you might have. But thank you for all your support this morning.
Yeah, so in the paper collection, check this out. So you get all of your street scenes, the circles, the rectangles, whatever, and they're all a variation of sizes as well. So you really can go to town and create your own sort of like scene. So I'm going to go vibrant on this one. And I'm just going to take this little street scene here and we'll just pop it in here. Now I'm just going to very quickly just trim this one down. I have a finished card to show, hopefully it's not got lost underneath all of the chaos on my desk. But let's just trim this one down. Now I've picked the one that looks like Summer's here and she's actually in the lovely streets actually shopping, because I'm going for the lady with the shopping. So let's just move this here. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this into the Eureka like so, and then we'll get the lady. Now, reflection, what is it? So basically, in the past, if you're au fait with craft, we would have to reflect the image down, and the technique required to do it, it was hit and miss. It never happened all the time. It was chaos.
You use acetate.
So,
there's a mirror stamp. You can get a mirror stamp, but it was hit and miss.
It was chaos. So, and I could never get it right. So I problem solved it by building the reflection into the stamp. So what does that look like? So let's put this lady in this street. Now I'm not going to put all of her reflection in because I want her to be in perspective with the rest here. So I'm just going to stamp her in black. So ink up the stamp, 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 add some ink. And then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer into this street and make it look like she's casting a shadow in this street.
Oh, in the water.
There we go. And then there she is, look. And then to make it more realistic, I'm going to ink up the top and make that super dark so the bottom looks a little bit lighter.
You're kind of playing with first, well, it's kind of the second stamping.
Yeah.
I suppose here a little bit softer.
And then she's super dark at the top, look. The reflection is at the bottom. Then all you need to do is get it on a card with a sentiment and you have a beautiful reflection. Now there are a ton of sample, any reflection, but you don't have to use it, Yanis, as a reflection. Look, you could just use the top. So although the reflection's built in
the stamp set with the bookazine.
Just ink up the part that you need.
Look at that. We get the flower. That's your stencil. Again, the layered stencil in the bookazine. You get the stamps, the A4 stamp set. You get the papers. You get the inspiration. You get the die, and you are going to get your complimentary free gift with purchase. So if you want to go for the embossing folders, #1, that's different to the bookazine now. These are the details on your screen. #1 is the blossom. #2 is the own way, so grow your own way. And #3 is the happiness blooms. If you want to go for the bookazine that we just mentioned, you go to idealworld.tv and click on watch live, and then you'll be able to see recently aired items and you'll be able to look at the bookazine.
Can it answer to your question is not yet, maybe, we will see.
Okay. Connie's asking about other collections to be brought. This is the start of I think, going to be a spectacular journey.
I can't believe 2 hours has gone. I'm in desperate need of a coffee right now.
Me too. Well done, you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, everyone at home.
Thank you. And I say this is something we want to do with you. We want to create a community. We want to create #destination crafts here on Ideal World. So what we're going to do in time, we are going to feature set days, set times. So you know, say every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, you tune in. Yep. It's going to be Toni. It's going to be Stamps by me. You don't even need to think about it. Yep. You're going to have exclusive content. So items that you cannot buy anywhere else. And we're always going to strive to give you the best possible deal. We will listen to your feedback. But thank you so much for your support. A massive thank you to this fabulous lady. This is a start, everybody. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. Thank you so much.
Start your day with our beauty mornings. Every day from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Discover top beauty products and exclusive deals to enhance your routine. Plus, we'll bring you an extra special beauty buy at 8 a.m. every day. Tune in for tips, trends and incredible savings on must-have items. Beauty Mornings, only on Ideal World.